Hi, and today I'm going to give you some tips for doing a presentation in English. So the first tip is to obviously make sure you're well prepared for your presentation and try to manage your time efficiently so that you have plenty of time to work on it and that you're not leaving it until the last minute. You need to think about how you're going to structure your presentation. So a good presentation should have an introduction, a main body or main section, and a conclusion. Sometimes there will be time for questions at the end as well. Having a good structure will really make your presentation a lot easier for your listeners to follow. Using signposting words and phrases also helps to make your presentation easier to follow, and it'll make you seem more organised. Using pictures and graphs as well will help to make your presentation easier to follow and more interesting for your audience. Try to relax. It's easier said than done, but don't worry if you need to stop, take a breath, or look at your note cards. It's very natural to feel nervous when you have a presentation, so everybody will be on your side. You can use your note cards during a presentation to help you, but my advice would be not to read from them too much, as this can be a little boring for people, if you're just sort of reading from a card and not making eye contact with them. One suggestion is to practice in front of your mirror or in front of a willing volunteer, or maybe to video yourself a few times using your phone or your tablet. And watching yourself back will really help you to feel a bit more confident and to maybe to find some areas that might need improved. Another tip is to check the pronunciation of any tricky words that you're likely to have a bit of trouble with in your presentation, and practice them a few times until you get them just right. It's really important that you speak clearly during your presentation and try not to mumble. Mumble is when you speak very quietly and people can't understand what you're saying. It's also a good idea to try to stand still and not move around too much, and try to avoid fidgeting. So that means sort of moving your hands around, playing with pieces of paper, and so on. It's also a good idea to face your audience and try to sort of look at different people, not just fixating on one person at the front, because that might make them feel a bit uncomfortable. If you're using PowerPoint, try to keep the information on each slide simple and brief, and try not to read from your slides, and try not to sort of read out big chunks of your slide, as it's kind of boring for people and can possibly make you look a little bit lazy. So the final tip is to remember to smile, and remember that most people usually don't want you to fail, that most people are sort of really wanting you to do well and to succeed in your presentation. So I think that's my final tip, and good luck to everybody that has a presentation coming up in English, and hopefully these tips will be useful for you. Thanks.